I was going to record this video tomorrow and upload it tomorrow and just kind of completely cheat, but I figured I'm on a winning streak. It doesn't matter if I'm not wearing makeup or if I'm in the middle of doing school because I didn't wake up until 11 in the morning today, okay? I am committed. Hey, it's Liz, and it's Monday, and yep, I was going to record this tomorrow and break this great uploading streak that we have created here, but you know what? I am a good person, and I love you guys. So I'm gonna take a break from the short day of school I've had thus far, record this video, and then later tonight, I'm gonna edit it, and I'm gonna upload it, because you know what? It's good, it's not a lot, and commitment. So this is the kind of video I would usually put on my side channel, but this week I didn't really have anything better planned and was like, you know what, I'm feeling this video. I had a lot of shouting moments about it, just like thinking about it. I was like, yes, this gets me fired up. This gets me excited, let's go. So it doesn't matter that I'm functioning on like half a cup of coffee and a brownie right now, alright? We're gonna make this video. So these are 5 lies told to young writers. Number 1. Don't use said, use some other dialogue indicating verb. No, 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 no. Stop. I don't know who started the rumor that the word said is some sort of bad word and we should never use it, because it is a great word. Because sometimes someone does nothing but say it. It's not with any particular inflection of the voice, or using some adjective would just feel really out of place in the line of dialogue. Sometimes you're just establishing who's speaking, and you need nothing but the word said, because anything describing emotion, the way they said it, adjectives, verbs, all of that crap can come afterwards, defining what they're actually doing. But the word said is fine, along with the word asked and replied. All of these are okay words, and you should not be afraid to use them. Most of your dialogue markers will be these. Number 2. Never start a sentence with but, and, or because. No, I'm sorry. Sometimes stylistic choices need to be made. Start a sentence however you need to start a sentence. If you need to have a fragment, have a fragment. Do whatever fits your writing style, whatever fits the authenticity of the piece. It's the same way as making sure that you're using the right kind of sort of speaking patterns for the people group that you are using, like teenagers compared to adult, middle schoolers compared to high schoolers. You will notice in my book, The Gender Fluid Club, shameless self-promo, that when they're in 8th grade, they talk a heck of a lot different than when they're in 10th grade, because they've grown up a little bit and don't talk like frickin' middle schoolers, alright? There is a time and a place for every kind of word, for every kind of narrator. If you have multiple main characters, there's going to be different ways to start your sentences, and every single one of those ways is okay because it is the way that you, the author, has chosen to put it. 3. Show don't tell is always the best way to go. Wrong. You should sometimes show. Like, if you need a moment, you need to explode a moment into just this all-inclusive emotional thing, then yes, show don't tell. You need to take that instant and draw it out. But in the case that someone wakes up in the morning and is like, dang, I'm exhausted, saying she was exhausted, there's nothing wrong with that. Or being like, he was starving, nothing's wrong with that. It's still hyperbolic enough that it will get your point across. But you don't want to talk about how someone was tired or hungry if that's not the main point of the scene. If the point is that their heart was just shattered, then yeah, draw out all of that pain and angst and emotion. But unless that is what happened, stop. Just stop. You can tell, not show. Now, if you're always telling and not showing, it gets very bland and monotonous and it just doesn't feel like a book. But you also can't always show not tell, because no one wants to read 5 pages of how someone was tired. Number 4. Words to use instead of happy. Simple adjectives are completely okay when appropriate. Again, you have to know your audience and your speaker. Because if the character is like a 7th grader and their narration is reflective of a 7th grader, then saying, hey, happy is an okay thing. You do not need to, going back to the show not tell, you do not need to explain how they were happy all of the time. You do not need to find a bazillion synonyms for the word happy. If it's the word that works, use it. It's the same as said. It's the same as just about anything else. If it works stylistically, use it. Oh my god. I cannot tell you how annoying it is to stop and be like, you wrote this book with a thesaurus open. Because sometimes it's like, yes, it has a very artistic feel and it feels like it's very eloquently put together, all of that stuff. But the point is, if you're writing a casual book with casual language in dialogue, you also need casual language in non-dialogue. Because it doesn't fit, you know? Number 5, you can't do anything with an English degree. Maybe you should write on the side. This has nothing to do with what you're doing in your writing. This has everything to do with what you want to do in your life. If you want to be an author, go be an author. Because I guarantee that having an English degree and all of that stuff can help you in being an author, and it might be a rough start because it's hard to get recognized in any artistic field, but that does not mean that you shouldn't do it, because every great author has to start out somewhere. So start out somewhere. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below. What kind of BS-y things have you been told as a young author, or have you just heard in general, even if you're not an author, and whatever. You can follow me in the links in the description box below. You can check out my last video, either over here or over here. I have no idea how this works when I'm looking at myself talking, but anyways, be a bro, share this video with another bro, and if you have not done so yet, subscribe.